Hey guys, bit of a longer video for you today, I think, or at least I think it's going to be a longer video, because this is one of the biggest hauls I've gotten on Facebook Marketplace. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, but I didn't really, know if I wanted to go through my entire collection and get out the bits and pieces that I was able to get from this guy. But this is one of the earliest things I got on Facebook Marketplace. In fact, it might have been the earliest thing. Story goes like this. Garage sale. At least that's what the listing said. When I looked up yard sale, this is what I used to do, right? I wouldn't look up Pokemon cards, I'd look up yard sale. This thing said garage sale, and this guy's like, hey, there's a lot of stuff in my garage, trying to sell some of it. And in some of the pictures, it showed some Elite Trainer boxes. Now, Elite Trainer boxes, if you're wondering, I am going to be moving the camera around a little bit this video just to show you. These, I've been actually putting my phone up on two opened. These are opened. Celebrations Elite Trainer boxes. Now, in the picture, they were in these bins. So I'm like, oh crap, like this might be a collection of sealed stuff. So I'm like, oh crap, okay. At the time, my Facebook account didn't have a lot of credibility behind it. Like, I hadn't purchased anything, so I actually asked my dad to text this guy, come take a look. And you know how it goes on Facebook. I mean, usually sometimes you text these people who have these collections or whatever, and they never get back to you. But this guy did. This guy's like, yeah, come take a look. And so I'm like, okay. The picture might have showed like 2, 3, maybe 4 Elite Trainer boxes. So I said, okay, well, I don't really know what to expect here, but I'll bring like $100. And then we'll go from there. I mean, that's about how much I want to pay for like 4 Elite Trainer boxes, if they're sealed. 25 a piece, maybe, like that'd be a good deal. If I have to do more, I have to do more, but it is what it is. So I go there, and we see some of the stuff. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. The bad news is that a lot of the Elite Trainer boxes, all of the Elite Trainer boxes in the bins were opened. I'm like, oh, okay, that kind of sucks. So I ask, but the Pokemon stuff, he's like, oh yeah, I've got tons of Pokemon stuff. And he proceeds to bring out box after box after box of like empty Elite Trainer boxes, empty lunch boxes, and I'm going to show you some of it. And yeah. So I'm like, holy crap, okay. What do you want for it? He's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, I don't know. I have $100 on me. I got $101. He goes, okay. Yeah, that's good. Just take it all. It was taking up too much space in his garage. Just take it all. And his sister was there, and I don't remember if it was reluctantly. He was giving, like, he just kept handing me boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. And so I didn't really get to look at any of the cards, to be completely honest. It wasn't a lot. It was just a big mass of stuff. So I didn't really know what I was getting. I knew I was getting some good stuff, which I'll let you know about right now. I might as well tell you guys right now. Hold on. So when I showed up and I said, hey, do you have any of these? These aren't sealed. Okay. He goes, oh no, I actually have a couple sealed ones. Oh, one of the tops came off. Hold up. Oh my God. He proceeded to show me that he had 2 sealed Sword and Shield Elite Trainer boxes. And I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty cool. Sword and Shield isn't the best set. It's Sword and Shield base Sword and Shield. And so it's taking up too much room. It's not the best set, but at the time of me buying it, it's like this set had been out for a couple of years, and I would later learn in some of my videos, as you've seen, there's some good cards you can get from here. Like Full Art Marnie is pretty cool. Snorlax VMAX Secret, 2 cards that I ended up getting after this. I realized, oh, that comes from Sword and Shield base, which is pretty cool. So anyway, these 2 are sealed. So I already knew for $100, I'm like, that's actually a pretty good deal. You know, and I got a bunch of other stuff, which I'm going to show you, that I didn't really know the value of it at the time. Yeah, I suppose I'll show you now. So you're going to see some of my room. So, yeah. So, or maybe I won't show you. Let's see. So, here. These are all opened ETBs. A lot of different sets here. Evolving Skies, Champion's Path, Hidden Fates, Sword and Shield. A bunch of Sword and Shield ones that have been opened. Ignore this. This is nothing but a lot of these little binders. Just a bunch of opened ETBs. And some of them weren't like trash bags. I'm like, no, I'll take this. Went through it. But that's not the best part. So, not everything here is from this lot. Notably, the jumbo cards. This is like a little display I set up. Not part of it. Graded cards have I shown these in a video yet? If I haven't, I will. No, not part of it, not part of it. This trainer kit, it's not sealed. And that one is not sealed either. Those aren't part of it. But pretty much everything else is. So, let's go over it. So up here, these tins aren't sealed. But, well, there's just a crap load of them. And if they had the promo cards in them, I kept them with them. So like pulling out V's in the pulling out V tin, Snorlax in the Snorlax tin, Darkrai in the Darkrai tin. All of these lunchboxes, yep, those are all from it. The Elite Trainer boxes behind these, behind the cards, are complete. They're not sealed because, you know, they're just not. But they have the book, the card sleeves, the dice, the coin, any promo card associated with it. They're all there. If you know which sets have good promo cards, you might be onto something. But you know, just wait. By the way, I don't think this guy's not sealed. I needed a place to put him because I don't think these guys are part of it. But these two are. These are the boxes. They don't have their packs in them, but they still have their promo cards, which I don't know why he collected them like this, but it's still pretty cool as like a little display piece. Same thing with this. And the promo cards aren't too valuable, but, you know, still pretty cool. And then some more tins over there. There's a Zacian V. That's the case there, too. Oh, here's where we get crazy. So I'm going to move this Pikachu card out of the way. There's a little mat here. Oh, and also the mat, we'll get to it. This is a Pikachu, if I can move this. This is a Pikachu VMAX Premium Figure Collection box. Now, these promos aren't worth too much. I think this one actually be worth a couple bucks, but regardless, assume those promos aren't there. This figure right here was included in every single one of these. Pretty cool, right? Turns out it goes, I don't remember the last time I checked, but it goes for between, like, at the very least, 20 to 25 bucks a figure. Because this top thing, this tail, and the Dynamax swirl up here can break easily. And, you know, it's a pretty cool figure, you know? I didn't know this at the time. I figured it was just part of the collection. In fact, these were in bins that I didn't even see until, like, I was done with, you know, with buying it and putting it in the car. So, you know, he had one of this, one of that, a couple tins. With the Pikachu figure collection box, he had not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, but seven of these, complete with their promos, no packs, complete with their promos and the figure. So let's lowball it and say that this figure is worth like 20 bucks, which it is, you know, 20 to 30, maybe 35. Do the math. You multiply that by 7. It's already like, we're already at like $140 for just 7 of these figures. And they're still in the packaging. The packaging's open, but they're like, you know, kind of protected and stuff. But wait, there's more. these two guys, I'm going to move the Charizards for a second, are complete. Now you might be thinking, what do you mean they're complete? Well, let's take a look. Give me 1 second, because I do have to, I might as well tell you this part of the story. So, first, when I got back, I got through the cards. And there are some pretty good cards here. I'll show you some of them. We've got Corviknight and Arrokuda from the Shining Fate set. Pretty cool. Bombardier, illustration rare. Champ VMAX. They're all in good condition, by the way, but they're all newer cards. Venusaur V, Crobat V, Double V, Cinderace V Max, Metagross V, Blissey V, Genesect V, Chandelure V, Zacian V. Funny story about Zacian V and Zamazenta V. You think, hey, these are cool cards. They're from Celebrations. I have like 7 of them. You can't see it in the thing, but like I have tons of them. They're not worth too much. It's just, you know, it's just pretty cool. So I have like 7 of these Zamazenta Vs, and that's another 3 Zacian Vs. Here's a couple cool ones. Conkeldurr V, alternate art from Pokemon Go. Single Strike Urshifu V, Trainer Gallery. Ariados full art. Sydney full art. Opal full art. Marnie's Pride, which is actually not as valuable of a card as you'd think for it being a women in Pokemon card game, whatever. Zacian Level X, Decidueye GX, Crydon EX, Miraidon EX Secret Rare, not the illustration rare, and then a Banette EX. So there's some cool cards here, right? Nothing crazy. And I totally believed that I made it, I had gotten a good deal on just the sealed product alone. The ETBs, rather. And then, well, I'll show you. So, this is a Charizard Ultra Premium collection. This is a Zacian and Zamazenta Ultra Premium collection. Now these, I didn't know this at the time, are complete. But when I opened it, I just thought it was cool. You open it, the mat is still in there, which is pretty cool. I'll slowly image it, shimmy it out, because it's still in its thing. When I looked at this, I said, oh, that's cool. We've got a thing here on the left, we've got a thing here on the right. Pretty cool. I wondered, though, I said, okay, there's a couple, ETBs that have promos, but none of the promos are in here, which is kind of weird. I said, it's fine. I said, I still got a good deal, but I wonder where the promos are. He must have kept them from me. I opened up here, and I stopped. When I opened up a video to try and figure out how this, like what kind of cards came in here, I noticed that they had a middle thing. I'm like, I didn't even think this thing came out. When I opened it, not just this card, but every promo card from every ETB and premium collection was in here, just sitting here. I almost audibly gasped because they are all still sealed. Now, I'm actually going to black that out because I don't want you to see the code card. Yeah, pretty nuts. So that's not all. That means in the Zamazenta Premium Collection, there's the Zacian V promo, still sealed, and the Zamazenta V, promo, still sealed. But wait, there's more. If you've started to figure out the reason why this was so crazy, good for you. If not, I understand. There were 3 Shining Fates ETBs. Therefore, 3 sealed EV VMAXs. Not a crazy promo, but still very nice. Come over here. There were 2 Champions Path ETBs. Therefore, 2 sealed Charizard V promos. Pretty cool. There were 17 1, 7 Celebrations Elite Trainer boxes. Therefore, I have 17 sealed Greninja stars. Now, granted, this promo card's kind of worthless, but they're all still sealed. I don't have all of them here because, like I said, if it had the book, the card sleeves, the dice, the dividers, I actually included the promo card in there to make it a complete ETB. But I have 17 of them, and last but not least, literally the craziest aspect of this, besides the sealed ETBs. Remember, I got all this stuff in the same lot for $101. I had 8 Hidden Fates ETBs, which means I have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 sealed Moltres, Zapdos, and Articuno GX promos from those ETBs. This is by far the most valuable sealed promo that was included in this collection. It's like, I don't know, 20 to 30 bucks, and it's still sealed. And the beauty of this is that some of the Greninja promos are actually dinged up. Like, they're still sealed, but they're dinged up. I swear to God, all of these are beautiful. They were so nice. They're in such good condition. This was the card I was looking for. I'm like, why do I not see a single one of these promo cards in here? I mean, I have 8 ETBs. I figured one would be in here. Little did I know, I found all 8, and they're still sealed. It took me, like, I swear, like, weeks to go through all of the cards, to divvy up all the get the promos where they should be and package these up. But this was one of the craziest coincidences because, again, I gave him $100 because I honestly didn't know it was in there. I thought it was a good deal for the ETBs. I didn't know these were even in there. I made my money back on the ETBs. I made my money back on the Pikachu figurines. I made my money back almost, honestly, on some of the regular cards that I had in here. There was a couple good ones in here, and there's a few I'm probably forgetting. So individually, those are all great deals. And then the promo cards that are still sealed. If these are not sealed and they're still in good condition, it's still great, but they're still sealed. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm sorry for the longer video, but I had to explain this because it's crazy. Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Thank you.